You would think rest days would be relaxing, but for me, they're harder than the days I'm actually in the gym. When I'm in the gym, it's a chance for my brain to finally be quiet and just turn off for just a little bit. But when I'm at home and I'm trying to relax and I'm trying to take a rest day, it's when my brain's the loudest. On a rest day, my brain is constantly telling me that all the progress I'm making is just gonna get lost in one single day, which is not true at all. Because without a rest day, you're not building anything. Growth doesn't happen when you're actually in the gym lifting. Growth happens when you take a rest day. You need those days of recovery. And it's the same as anxiety. When you are putting yourself into uncomfortable situations to power through anxiety and you want to get rid of it, it's fine when you get to choose a day out of the week where you get to relax, you get to stay home, and you get to stay comfortable. It's not the same as if you have a day planned and you have a trip planned and you decide to not go because you're uncomfortable. If you do that, you're also not going to make progress. And that's my biggest struggle, because I compare it all the time to when I struggled the most with my anxiety. And I think that it's the same as when I decided not to go somewhere because I knew it was going to make me uncomfortable. And I knew it was going to be a trigger for me to get a panic attack or for me to feel just extremely anxious. But that's not the same at all. So now what I'm trying to work on is just trying to sit through it and trying to just sit with all my thoughts, because that's what helped me when I struggled the most with health anxiety. And I genuinely think it's going to be the thing that helps me stop spiraling every time I have a rest day. And it's hard. On my rest days, I want to just go to the gym and I want to work out so bad, but I can't, because if I do that, it's the same as when I struggled with health anxiety. It would be the same thing as being in a grocery store, getting some sort of symptom and deciding to leave because I'm uncomfortable. But instead, I'm uncomfortable at home now and I want to go to the gym, and no progress is going to be made without just sitting and accepting being uncomfortable. And I wish so much that I could just sit back and relax and enjoy a nice rest day. But I know the more I just push through and the more I accept the feeling, I will be able to eventually. But the more I think about how much it sucks and how it's not fair that I have to feel this way, that's when it's going to get worse. And that's when my thoughts are going to keep taking control and I'm going to just keep letting them run wild. So if this is something you guys struggle with, I want you to remember that rest days don't make you weak. They are all a part of the journey. And some days, the hardest reps aren't even the ones we're doing in the gym. Sometimes the hardest reps are the mental ones, because going to the gym and lifting weights, that's the easy part. You can start light if you're struggling so much. When you're struggling mentally, there's no getting to pick the weight. You deal with what you're given. And you got to think about it like if you're in the gym and you decided to just go bench 235 pounds without ever working up towards it. Sometimes that's exactly what anxiety is like. It's like walking into a gym trying to lift 7 times more than what you can actually lift. And it feels unfair all the time, but the people who make it through it become way stronger than any of the people who have never dealt with it before. So again, if you're struggling, just keep pushing through, because it's going to pass. It passes every single time. No matter how many times we convince ourselves in the moment that it's not going to go away, it always does. And we are always wrong. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And if you related at any moment, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow.